to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here in Newcastle. Mr. Malik Scott, delighted to be joined by you. Touchdown, rainy British weather.
Yeah, I love it though. I love the overcast. Even though I live in sunny California, I love the overcast of UK. I'm enjoying it. It's perfect coffee weather, cigar weather, cafe weather. You know, it's fitting. It's fitting for what I like.
Yeah, let's talk about FaZe Temper, who's to my left. It's a chance of redemption. I just spoke to him. He said that you had 10 days before the KSI fight, but now you've had a full camp, and he can't sing your praises highly enough. Just how good is this kid?
He as good as he want to be. In preparation, first of all, he's like a little brother to me. So I got a lot of compassion when it comes to him, the well-being of him, the success for him and his family, and we went into it. Automatic, immediately development process after his last fight. I could have rushed him into a fight 2 months from then, and there was a couple big offers on the table. I didn't want to do that because I want to see him do well, and I want to see him win, and I want to see him win in good form and spectacular fashion. He's been looking well. He's been looking good in the gym. He has a son on the way. I'm the godfather. God bless his heart. And his son that's coming is his motivation. And it has been all our motivation on the team. And Temper, he's been training hard. He's been doing what I asked him. We've had rough days in the gym. We've had good days in the gym, and it's been a good experience training this guy. You know, but come Saturday night, he can make life easy. He can make life hard. We'll see what he do. I believe he's going to make life easy.
Have you seen much of his opponent, Ginty?
No, but it doesn't matter. I know when Temper is ready and Temper is focused and he's doing the right thing and staying behind his knee and keeping his chin down, that part won't matter. But we'll see. We'll see.
Just away from this, last time I saw you was around the Anthony Joshua fight week with Robert Helenius. You was with Gerald Washington. Just a reflection on Gerald's performance against Eric Chisora?
Well, he looked like shit. No, I'm joking. Gerald could have did more in my opinion. He didn't look bad, but he didn't look great to me. And against that type of Chisora, to me, you're supposed to really have a dominated performance. He didn't, but it's okay. We're going to see what he wants to do next. He's not just my fighter, he's my friend, he's my brother. So I'm standing by his side regardless, but I expected a better performance out of him against that type of opponent and that type of aging Derek Chisora.
Do you think it was a missed opportunity for Gerald?
Absolutely it was. You don't get to fight nobody with a Chisora type of market on that stage, with that type of stage being set, and not to take fully advantage of it. Me, myself, when I was a fighter, I know a lot about doing things like that and not taking full advantages of opportunity. So I can ID it immediately. And I seen a lot of that in that fight with Gerald. He could have did a whole lot more against a much older Chisora.
I think there was a video on social media of you watching Anthony Joshua, obviously, at the time, and it still is the whole talks around the Deontay Wilder fight. But before we talked about that, what did you make of Anthony Joshua's performance that night against Robert Helenius?
He looked like shit. I'm just joking. He didn't look like shit. It wasn't lackluster. AJ was winning. Helenius was having not good moments, but you could say moments where he was making things a little frustrating for AJ. Once AJ caught up to him, then that's when the entertainment happened. But before that, it wasn't nothing that I'm worried about as far as us fighting him. Deontay fighting him. It's still a 3-4 round fight to me, in my opinion. And AJ is not that sure of himself right now. And the man that's not that sure of himself right now and against Deontay Wilder goes to sleep even earlier than what I'm predicting.
Have you spoke to Deontay since that fight, and what did he make of the performance?
Yeah, I talk to him every other day. He was happy that the knockout happened because we needed it. You know what I mean? For the sake of marketing and keeping the fight alive. But he thought it was cute. Yeah, the knockout was what it was. It took him 7-8 rounds to do that. It wasn't what we did to him in 90 seconds. You know, it was electrifying in his own way, not the Deontay Wilder way.
Malik, you said you speak to him every other day. Have you spoke to him about the fight, and is this fight happening with Anthony Joshua? Because over the past 10 days there has been a bit turbulence with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's supposed to happen. A lot of promises have been made. We're gonna see if they can be kept. Deontay is ready to fight AJ, and from what it seemed like, AJ is finally ready to sign a contract to fight Deontay. But the business aspect of boxing is very frustrating, especially, you know, historians like myself. I just like to see good fights, great fights happen, and this is actually one of those fights that I would love to see happen. It just so happened I'm training the winner, and I'm training Deontay Wilder. But I would love for the fight to happen. The business aspect is slowing things down, but we'll see. We'll see.
Do you think that fight is able to take place outside of Saudi Arabia from a business front?
We'll have to see, man. For me to speak on the business of it, I'm so fucking frustrated with how all of this has went so far. 5 years of chasing this fight down, Deontay having electrifying performances, them not ready to fight but killing the clock until they feel AJ is ready. Now that the fund's supposed to be there from the Saudi Arabians, Deontay and AJ want the fight. Now is this minutiae. I got that word from Chris Eubank Sr., minutiae. That means it's basically a bunch of extra details bullshit around the major factor. Considering this, the major factor is these guys fighting each other. But it seemed that hoopla minutiae is holding the fight up. But we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Will we see Deontay Wilder in the ring in 2023?
God willing, I hope so. Don't nobody want to see him fight more than me. Don't nobody want to be in training camp continuing to develop him more than me. Don't nobody want to see him in the ring knocking people out more than me. But from the business aspect, it's just not a lot I can speak on. I want the best for Deontay. He's my brother. I love him. He's the most dynamic fighter in the history of the sport. But we got to get active.
As his trainer and as a fight fan, who would you like to see him fight if it's not Anthony Joshua next?
It doesn't matter. It won't matter. I'm not interested in the opponent. I only know the fights that I want for him. The fight I want for him is Anthony Joshua. Why? Not just from an ego aspect. It's the biggest fight in boxing. But right now it's coming across like we may be dealing with the Lennox Lewis versus Riddick Bowe effect. And if that happened, that's a tragedy. That's a tragedy if that happened. These guys need to be in a ring with fighting each other, pay them their worth, get the locations down, get the business done, middlemen step out the way, and everybody. But we got to go.
Why you look like the guy in the John Wick movies?
No, I look like the professional.
The professional?
Professional.
I don't know.
Leon.
From John Wick?
No, not from John Wick. The movie is called The Professional. Leon had the small cap, but I got the Fendora clip. You know what I mean? So it's different. And my swag is better than Leon's.
All right, shit.
Little brother.
Love you, man.
Temper there. Just last one, Malik. You said it's the biggest fight in boxing, AJ versus Wilder.
Yes.
With that being said, is it bigger than Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight title?
Shit, yeah. You can't, yes. People is expecting, yes, that's, yeah. Usyk is smaller, Fury is bigger, people is expecting Fury to win, like, yeah, that's, yeah. AJ and Deontay, people is expecting Deontay to knock him out, but they just not sure what AJ would show up. And at this level, suspicion like that is very, very keen into big fights, you know, being historical.
Excellent, Malik. Thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. I'll see you soon, brother. Thank you.
You to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,